You guys, it has been a minute since I vlogged because all of last week we were sick. Like, we've had many sicknesses this past year. I feel like it's been crazy for everyone, but this time it nearly took all of us out. You can probably hear from my voice still, like I'm still recovering, but I think today was like finally the first day in a while that I feel like I'm getting back to my normal self. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you missed like the whole fiasco, the whole thing. Started off with the kids being sick. I thought it was just a cold. Then we ended up taking them to urgent care just to be sure. Jackson had strep. Riley tested negative for everything, but she had like the same symptoms that Jackson had. Sean had an ear infection. So everybody had something, and then I came down with like a cold. I thought for sure I had whatever like Jackson had, or I thought I had the flu. I went to urgent care twice last week and tested negative for everything under the sun, but I still, again, had lots of coughing and lots of congestion. There was that, and then at least for a while, for a few days there, I was like, well, Joe missed it. Joe gets to just take care of us because Joe was feeling fine. Then Joe was not feeling fine. Then Joe really got hit with the first like bad cold he's had in like years. So he had actual fever, he had body aches, so I was like, for sure he has the flu. Like, now we're all gonna get the flu. But he tested also negative for everything, so I don't know, it's been just like a weird round of sicknesses, some of them diagnosed, some of them not. At this point, we are all on antibiotics. They gave me amoxicillin, and the kids too, everybody's on amoxicillin, just in case, because especially me being pregnant, like it was kind of getting hard to breathe, and they were worried that maybe I would get like pneumonia. So yeah, happy times. I am about to be 32 weeks pregnant. Can you guys even see? So yeah, it's been really hard to like just be pregnant and then not be able to breathe. And so now I'm like waking up in the middle of the night because I have to pee and I have all this pain, but then also I can't breathe and I'm coughing. I'm waking up in coughing fits. So it has not been fun. Our one saving grace last week was that it was so nice, Mimi and Papa. One of the days that we were sick, they took the kids for like a whole 24 hours. My mom picked up the kids in the morning and she's like, I'm gonna take them, they'll spend the day at my house, they can sleep over, and then you guys can come get them the next day. Actually, my mom brought them to me the next day. But it was like a whole over 24 hours where Joe and I were home, and we were just like, I don't think Joe and I talked to each other in those 24 hours other than to go to urgent care together on our nice romantic day. But it was like I was upstairs in bed just resting, like watching shows, like giving my body a chance to rest. And Joe was down here doing the same thing on the couch. So that was very much appreciated and needed, because when both of us are sick and then we still have to like chase the kids or, you know, do stuff with the kids, like you cannot recover, you cannot rest. So it was a huge blessing to have Mimi and Papa take care of the kids and just kind of handle them for a couple days. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to. Sorry it's not more exciting. But I've had to kind of get my life back in order today. I actually have a couple things around the house that I will show you later that we did.
Hello, I'm feeling better today.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Mama. But like I had to do school with the kids this morning because we went like all of last week pretty much not doing school because I wasn't feeling up to it. They weren't feeling up to it. So we did that this morning. Then I also have groceries that I have to put away, and I'm really happy because I get to start off the week fresh with stuff in my fridge, which is really helpful. I have my Hungryroot box down here, so I'll show you guys what came in it. Whenever I used to get my Hungryroot boxes, I would be able to like just put them up here on the counter, but they're heavy. Like there's a lot of stuff in there. So now at this point in pregnancy, I really cannot lift that much weight. So I'm gonna have to take everything out from the box, put it on the counter, and then I'll show you. What do we got in here? The first thing that I've got is I got my little packing slip, all my recipes that I'm gonna make this week. And yes, they're sponsoring today's video because they're awesome and I love them so much. So look at it. All of that I get to put away in my fridge. I'm super grateful to have all these yummy foods. Jackson is here inspecting the groceries.
Me too.
Alrighty.
Hey.
Look, I got this just for you.
Broccoli.
You like those? Okay, so here's everything from my order, and I'll show you the recipes. But yeah, like I keep telling you guys, Hungryroot has been just like a great service to us. It's basically like a personal shopper, but also like you get groceries, but you also get like recipes. You can pick from recipes. But if you don't even have the time to pick out recipes, which believe me, like I feel like I'm entering that season in life, it's really nice because like they hook you up, like you tell them what you need help with. Like, do you need help planning more lunches? Or is breakfast like your problem area where you need like just more easy ideas? You plug all that information online and then they'll pre-populate a cart for you. They'll already select recipes for you. They'll already select like snacks and stuff for you, and then you can go changing them based off of what you like, what you don't like. At this point, there's already a bunch of stuff that I know that I like. stuff for the kids. Like I always get the Once Upon a Farms for Sean because he likes those. These reminding me that of course they love their Annies. These little DB's Pops, like these are just like staples now that I get for them. For me, their breads have been awesome. I tried this last time, this like sourdough bread, and then I love their zucchini bread, banana breads. I get a lot of their Koya protein shake. So it's helpful in like having these like really easy things in my fridge for when I get hungry because I am starving. But then it's also nice to already have some pre-planned meals for the week, whether they're lunches or dinners. So the meals are very quick and easy, and then they're just like healthier options. They carry tons of just like organic, non-GMO, lots of really good foods that they have in their catalog to choose from. And you can tell them also like if you have a dietary restriction, like if you eat vegan, if you eat a certain way, you can plug that in and then they'll only show you those items that meet those dietary restrictions. So I'm going to show you the 3 recipes that I picked out for this week. It's just so simple. It's making my heart so happy. But I do want to tell you first that I have a discount code to share with you guys. They gave me one for you guys, which is great if you haven't tried it already. It gets you 40% off your first box of Hungryroot plus 1 free item of your choice with all of your boxes moving forward. So it's a great deal, great way to check them out, try them out, see if you like it, see if it helps you in any way. But for us, we have loved it so much. So like, look, this stuff right here, all of this is for 1 recipe. The broccoli, the chicken, the sweet potatoes, and this sauce. It's like a creamy lemon, what is it? Creamy lemon chicken with sweet potato. And then on the recipe card, it tells me like exactly how to make it, but how simple is that? That's what I need in my life. Then there's another meal that's the honey garlic beef with rice. So all I have to do is heat up this rice and heat this up too. And that is another meal. Then the other meal, which I'll likely have for lunch, I'll save this like for one of my lunches. It's chicken breast. So I'll put this in the fridge. And then these microwavable rices. I haven't tried this brand yet, but again, this is like a way for me to try out like lots of different brands and stuff, see what I like. So I'll heat that up, and then it comes with the salsa that I love, my favorite salsa on this planet. That'll be meals. I'm also gonna do burgers one day. So I've got some patties, which are really good of theirs. And then I also ordered their like Hungryroot tortellini. So I'm gonna do tortellini with the vodka sauce for another night, maybe add some chicken in there. But I feel like I got some good stuff and I don't have to like stress about food too much this week. What are you guys working on?
I'm working on some watercolors.
That's really pretty, Mama. Watercolors? You should have put a thing down though.
I'll put it down when I'm doing with the shirt.
Okay, yes, please. But you're gonna have to clean my table if you get it messy. And what are you doing, Jackson?
I'm playing with these.
He likes these. I've shown you guys these a million times, but he grabbed them and it is keeping him entertained, so that's nice. Sean is asleep right now, so it's technically like their quiet time. So as long as they're doing something nice and they're not fighting and they're not bickering, and I can just enjoy a little bit of peace, that is good. But I miss you guys. I miss like even like the kids, friends, and like all of the people that we hang out with, because all of like we missed like 2 weeks almost of activities. Like there was 1 park day or 2 park days that we weren't able to go to. Jackson missed like the last day of co-op, which was sad. Just stuff like that, you know, sicknesses derail everything, all your plans, which is not cool. I don't even know if I shared with you guys here that in the last like couple weeks of co-op, Riley was doing dissections. So the last day of co-op, Riley went in and they dissected a frog. So that was pretty neat. I got to just like experience like seeing her, you know, cut open the frog. That was like one of the highlights of this year's co-op. If there's anything good though that came from being sick was able to like watch a show. I started watching The Resident on Netflix. Came out pretty, Mama. Super pretty. It's like a medical show. I don't know if any of you guys have watched it, but I've been able to like binge watch some TV, which I, you know, normally don't get a chance to. I also have books that I'm trying to read. I started reading this one, and I don't think I've shared it here. I started reading Call of the Wild and Free. Basically a homeschooling book, sharing more of the reasons why we homeschool and stuff. Just giving kids a lot of that freedom back, giving kids the ability to just be wild and free. I'm only like 6 chapters in, but it's a good one if you're just considering homeschooling, or maybe even if you don't homeschool, but you're still interested in ways of like just educating your child at home, like the free time that you guys do have when you're home, the weekends and stuff. Maybe there's something that you can gather from this. So I'm gonna be reading that if I can, but right now I'm so behind on work that I can't do any of this. Thankfully, I had filmed 1 day before I got sick, and so that's the video that I'm gonna post tomorrow. But I'm behind just like on work and things, which is good. It's good that I have some work that I have to do. And then Easter is like 2 weeks away, which at least I have baskets like done and stuff, which is good. Lots of things that still need to happen, like nesting and projects that I wanna tackle here in the house. I'm starting to panic, in case you can't notice from this just like very scattered update of like all the things that I need to do that I have on my mind. I call my mom like every day and I'm just like in a panic. Like, I don't know what to do. I have things that I need to do. Like, I have an ongoing list, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if those are the right things. Like, I'm in a panic nesting mode. And I think that last time when I was pregnant with Sean, do you guys remember when I was pregnant with Sean? Like, when we were moving into this house, like, the moving situation was not it, being pregnant. But at least I feel like I was very much distracted by just the fact that like I had boxes to unpack and I had just things that logistically had to get done. I feel like this time I don't have as much of that going on, but there's still certain things that I want to prep and get ready for the baby, because I keep telling Joe that I need to like, what my body is telling me, or like my brain, my mind, whatever's left of any of those things, is I need to make this house, our spaces, like as functional as possible before this baby gets here, to set us up for success. Because I know that when the baby gets here, it's gonna be 10 times more chaotic. It's gonna be 10 times more just like mess and clutter and things, and like it's gonna be more of everything. So I'm trying to use these last few weeks leading up to it to just prepare well and to develop some systems.
And to go crazy.
And yes, to go crazy, but to develop some systems that prevent me from going crazy. That's just where my head's at. So if you guys have any suggestions, recommendations, things you did before you had your second kid or third kid or fourth kid, like when, as you prepared for a child, things that you did that you are so glad you did, please let me know what they are down below. Any tips, suggestions, they will be very welcomed. Next month is gonna be where I focus on, and really I should focus on it now because who knows what's gonna happen in May. But I wanna focus on like meals and prepping some stuff in the freezer. There will be hopefully some of that. But now I'm just in like, take care of my house, get things done mode, which I don't know how helpful it's been.
Which makes you go crazy.
Which does. It makes me go crazy, and it makes me like spend money that I don't really want to spend, but I have to like assess, like, is it worth it to spend the money if it's gonna result in like just a better overall atmosphere and attitude on my part? Sometimes it is kind of worth it to like dip into savings if it's gonna be better for my mental health. So yeah, it's a really fun time to be my friend and to like follow me on YouTube because I'm losing my mind. So there's that.
Yeah, you're going crazy.
Thank you, Riley, for the commentary. But anyway, I was talking about books. This is the other one that I ordered from the library, Hunt Gather Parent. I have heard many good things about it, but I have not yet even opened it. And I probably won't. Like this, I'll probably get the notification that it is overdue before I'm even able to open this, just because there's like so many open tabs in my brain. There's so many things going on. If I can get through just like one of these books, I'd be happy. And then the other one, you know, if I get to it, what a great surprise that will be. So yeah, welcome to the craziness of today's vlog. I don't even know why I picked up the camera. But anyway, house-wise, we have a couple things that are new. I ordered a new TV console. Now, mind you, the purple will be gone after Lent. We just like had put this up here for Lent. I had before this like open console, and there was like always clutter. You would always see books here. You would always see a mess. One of the doors was broken, so you would always see like all the plugs and stuff for the TV. So we got this one, and right now I'm very happy with it. And I'll be happier when like the purple is gone, because like that is not like my favorite color to see. But I like that everything is just like a lot more like hidden and out of view. I still have like, it opens up. Oh, you can only, well, both of them are open right now. Over here, you've got all the Xbox thing and like all of Joe's Apple TV, all of that. And then on this side, we've got like our Bibles and like the catechism. I got some of my books that I'm reading. So now they have like a home, and they don't have to like always be out and displayed, and just less visual clutter, at least is what I'm thinking. And then the other thing is in the playroom, but I can't show you now because the room right now is a disaster. I'll have to show you after the kids clean up later today. But we got a couch to put in there, like a little couch, which is really nice. Functionally, I needed to have like a place to like sit there because the kids, like especially Sean, it's really hard for me to like tell him go play because he always wants me to go in there. But I didn't have like anywhere to sit when I was in there. I was like on the floor on like the big moon pod, like the beanbag that we have. But again, at 32 weeks pregnant, like I don't want to be on the floor on a moon pod. So we got a little couch. I'll show it to you later, I promise. But I think it's gonna work out having that, and again, continuing to try to make that space most functional. That's really been at the top of our priority list. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy what remains of quiet time. Look how pretty, like this came out so pretty, her little artwork. Which way does it go, Mama? This way?
Oh yeah.
It's very pretty, so she's gonna do her art. Speaking of Riley's artwork, you guys, she did the cutest little card for her baby sister. I showed you this on Instagram, but tell me that that is not like the sweetest thing ever. I love you, baby sis, and I always will, or and I always will love you, and then that's all of us. So it's things like this that just like melt my heart, and it reminds me like all of this stress and all of this pain and all of it is like so worth it, because like, you know, it's gonna be our little family, God willing. Like Joe and I with our 4 little tiny children. I'm really excited, and I know that the kids are excited. So we just have to like work together as a team to get everything ready for when she gets here. But so far everything's been good. I go to the doctor on Thursday, Wednesday. So far, like her growth has been good. At one point they were concerned that she was a little on the smaller side, which she still is, but not concerning level. And my cervix still, thankfully, has been closed. Like every time that I've had it monitored, I'm still having it monitored every 2 weeks I go. This past time that I went, it was the shortest that it's ever been. It was like 1 point something centimeters. Normally, like anything under 2 is like pretty concerning. But the doctor, like when he himself did the measurement, and he was like, oh, it's fine, it's closed, it's not funneling. Like he didn't seem very worried at all. So I took that as a sign to like not panic. Again, there's a lot of pain and pressure down there just because this is the 4th kid that I carry, and my belly is very large and it's uncomfortable. Like I feel like this was probably the size that I was. Let me see if I show you guys. I'm trying to not show you guys my underwear, but I'm even wearing my pregnancy support band to help with some of that pressure. But I feel like this was like the size that I was when I gave birth to Sean. And yet I still have many more weeks to go. I still have, God willing, another what, like 8 weeks to go if I hit 40 weeks. So it's uncomfy, but at least as of right now, my cervix is holding up. So my cervix is tiny but mighty at the moment. Continued prayers are welcome, because I would like to obviously continue having the baby keep cooking in there and keep just like having the weeks go by. At least at this point, I'm pretty like at peace, in the sense that I don't have like that fear of like, what if I go into preterm labor? At the point of viability, like babies at this age do very well when they're born, even if they're preemie. So it's not the same fear that I had when I was like, you know, 20 weeks and like praying that nothing happened. So all of that to say, like, if anything, just like if you yourself have been diagnosed with a short cervix, because something that, again, I don't feel like a lot of people talk about, but if you have been diagnosed with a short cervix, just know that it doesn't necessarily mean that you will go into preterm labor. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will need to get a cerclage or, you know, have like stitching done. I did not. I'm still on progesterone, still taking the progesterone, but I never got the cerclage in, and I didn't get a cerclage in with Jackson. Jackson was the other one that I had the short cervix with. I went full term with Jackson, and now this one again is my 4th, so things are a little looser or whatever. But so far, I've made it to 32 weeks with no cerclage and no like bed rest, no like limiting the activity. I guess just every pregnancy is different. Everybody's, you know, anatomy and stuff is different. So I will keep you guys posted on that. That was my update mentally, which is not very good, but physically is doing okay so far. All right, someone is awake and has joined us. Sean, what you got? I've been trying super hard to like organize all the outside toys.
Outside!
Yeah, outside. Shark. Because the kids are going to be spending more and more time outside. And so like I have this giant bin of figurines. So like all of the little animals that they play in their water table, whether they're dinos or fairies, whatever. Even Jackson's Captain America is out here. So all of them go in this bin to try to keep things under control. We also decluttered like a bunch of the toys that used to be here and tried to like downsize and like just store things where they belong. So we've got like these little foam things. And what else do we have? We have like a whole bin that's going to be for chalk, because the kids do play with chalk. This is their balance beam that they play with out here. And then the same thing, they have some stepping stones. This is like all the stuff for the water tables, like anything that's like a bowl or a cup or a spoon. And then they have like some random like sand beach toys for like when we go to the beach. Go tell Riley to play with you to make you a balance beam. Okay, close the door. This little man is talking so much. Even like I've posted the video of him talking and teaching your kid how to talk, whatever. But like even after that video, even in the last week, it's crazy how much he's saying, how much conversation I'm able to have with him. It's been really, really cute. I had to go back to like look at old videos of Riley and Jackson, and I remember it being the case. Like I said that for Jackson, his language started to like explode after he turned 2. So I feel like with Sean, it was probably a little earlier because Sean is not 2 yet. He'll be 2 in June. But he's like talking so much and learning a ton. Riley, what are you doing?
I'm just relaxing.
You're just relaxing? What a nice life. She set that up herself, her little umbrella. This backyard is also like something that I'm trying to like work on and get like situated and like just to make like nice for the kids, because I know that this summer especially, when baby girl gets here, like the kids are going to spend a lot of time outside, whether it's in a little pool and a little pretend pool. This is where Joe's going to probably bring them the most. They're going to spend all of summer out here. So I'm trying to think of like logistically, like what can I have out here for them that they would enjoy being outside, or like what can I set up for them? What can we declutter? Can we move around? Because these kids, like, again, they're home all day, every day. They're gonna get bored, but in the summer, when the weather is nice, like for them to be outside and in the water, that's all they want to do. So we're gonna have to do a mix of like having them be out here in the back. Plus, thankfully, like my mom has a pool, so maybe at some points, like Joe will be able to take them to Mimi's pool and hang out with them there. But like all of this stuff that we have, their little playhouse, their little like slide that Sean goes down, that's all stuff that we've had for years. So it's been a while since we get like new, like even like a new water table. Like all of that stuff we brought with us from Virginia. So I just want to like have it just be like a cozy space for them, and things that like have things out here that make them happy. But then we're also working on the whole like, okay, we're gonna play outside, but then at the end of the day, we've got to clean this up too, because it is Joe's pet peeve, and like it's also like it bothers me too. It's just have a different threshold for the botherness. It bothers Joe when there's like toys and things out here and then they just get dirty and messy, but it's just hard with having the kids. So point is, we're trying to figure all of that out. What are you guys doing? Oh, that's cute. What are you doing, Sean? Dinos are gonna go in the agua? Nice.
And they can also drink the agua.
These containers, when you guys start to see them, Target releases them usually like at the beginning of the school year and stuff, when they do back to school year stuff. I think they're like $3 and they're the best. I got like 3 or 4 last year, and they're great for just this, like just doing any kind of sensory play. They're big enough that like, you know, there's some substantial space, but they're not like a huge giant bin. So I recommend those always. What is it, Jackson?
It's a snapping turtle.
Oh,
Red eyes.
a little snapping turtle.
Let's swap.
You guys are cute. Turtle. What color is he?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Jackson, you can I'll get another sea creature.
Guys, it is later. The kids played outside, and we came inside. We've been watching like Finding Nemo. That is lately Sean's like obsession. He loves watching Finding Nemo. And I'm gonna start dinner because today Joe has to meet. He's not gonna be here very long because he came home from work, and then he's gonna go meet with his spiritual advisor, because he meets with a spiritual advisor like once a month. So he has that meeting tonight. So it's kind of perfect because dinner is super easy. So I'm gonna make this one, the honey garlic beef with the rice, and at least he gets something in his system before he's gotta go. But that means that I'm solo tonight, which is fine. It's actually been a pretty good day because it behaved very well. Sean has not really been too difficult. So that's what is going on around here.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the guys. Joseph, I told them.
We're praying for them today.
Oh, we are praying for the guys tonight. Remember I told you guys we had our Lenten prayer chain? One of the little chain is for you guys. So we're praying for the guys today. That's who we're praying for. So, you see? Here it said the guys. So all of you guys who watch my videos and hang out with us, that is who we're praying for tonight. I like those shoes. They look very nice. I like them. Wait, but why do you need new shoes if those, I just said those are nice? They don't look dirty at all. They look super clean. These do not look dirty at all. Look how clean these white shoes look.
Dirt.
Okay, you can't put those in the washing machine?
Dirt.
You can't wash them? Well, you should try before you say I have to buy new ones. Hi. Hi. I gotta cook dinner, Gordo. I gotta cook. How do you say cook? Here, you wanna hold the rice? Here, you hold the rice. Go show it to Dada. Say cook. Here, Sean, you wanna put this in the garbage? Garbage, please. How cute he is. I'll tell him to put stuff in the garbage. He actually takes it to the garbage. There you go. He like closes the little strap. Puts it back on. It's very funny.
Lock back on.
There you go. Thank you. I just tasted this and it tastes delicious. It looks not that great, but it's really yummy. Okay guys, it is a little later. The kids have been cleaning, so I think this is finally clean enough that I can show you our little couch over here. So this hasn't changed. This is just their little cubby situation. I've been trying to, again, go downsizing toys, and there's still a lot of things that we want to do in here. We actually just ordered an Apple TV for the TV, so that way they can watch more things and it's like an extra TV. Because right now all you can watch here is YouTube and it's like super slow. So we are getting that tomorrow. I think we're gonna get some hooks that we can like hang some backpacks and stuff for the kids. Kind of like a mini mud room over here. And then on this side, we put the old TV stand. This was the old TV stand. And for now, we're using it as another little place to put toys and stuff. And then our little couch is over here in the corner. And I think it is really nice. It's nice to have a place to come and sit. And then the best part about it is that it is a pull-out couch. So it's a little sleeper. I can't do this with one hand. Riley, help me. So this is what the couch looks like. And let me see if I can show you with me like laying on it. But yeah, I really needed just a place where I could come in here and just sit. And then my thought was like, when baby girl comes, I'm gonna want somewhere where I can like sit and nurse her. So if I wanna come over here and I wanna even like lay down on my side, I'm able to do that. The back does recline. I just don't wanna have to like be fixing that all the time. But even if it's just for me to like sit, like to come here and sit and read a book, and then like Sean hangs out. We did school today on it, like the kids were on their iPads and they were like with me here. And then Sean was like playing with his toys. I was able to close the playroom door. It just really made sense for us to have something like this. Aesthetically, I do think it's cute, but I will say I'm not like 1000% pleased with the actual couch itself. I'll link it so you can see what I ordered, but I paid like, I think it was on sale, and I still paid like $420 for this couch. And when it arrived like this part of the couch here that connects to like the main couch, it wasn't super sturdy. So I feel like that was a problem. So Joe, long story short, like Joe went to Home Depot, fixed the couch, reinforced the couch. So now it should be much more sturdy and stable. But I don't feel like we should have had to do that with what we paid for it. So again, not maybe the best quality, but it was also a pain to like return it. The return policy was not the best. So I just said, let's keep it, he can fix it. And he did it, and now I like it. Now it's functional. So now this is my view from sitting on the couch, and it's nice because, again, I can close the door if I want to. The kids can play. The kids can be doing an activity. Sean has all his books and toys. The closet will still open, so we still have access to the closet, and then this is the door to the garage. And as long, I think you can still semi-open it, but we also can like just move this back in. Like we don't always have to have it with the leg thing out. And then this whole situation here, like it's just that I had the table and I wanted to do something with it. Eventually, can we get better storage in here? For sure. Still trying to figure out what we're gonna do with this whole wall and just how to make the most use out of the space. But this is where I can do like a really good toy rotation for Sean especially, because I feel like the toys are like a good like at eye height level. So he's been playing a lot with his stuff, and then even in here I put a few of his toys, but at least they're kind of hidden. I put, I think, some of his puzzles and some of his books down here. What are you trying to do?
Where the thingy stuff is.
Yeah. What happened?
He wants to put that down.
You want to play with your farm? Say yes, please. Okay. Yes, please. Here you go. So now he can play with that. And then the only other thing we're thinking of doing maybe is like getting a little, like in that little corner where those red bouncy balls are, we may do like a little Lego storage organization thing. But I do feel like it's coming along nicely in here. The more time that comes by, like we're just trying to figure out the space, figure out what works for everyone. And it all goes changing depending on what stage Sean is in, what stage the other kids are in. So trying to work with like what we have within our budget right now. Like we really don't have a ton of money to be spending on like custom cabinets and custom builds, like built-in stuff. Eventually one day I would love to be able to do it, but working with what we have, I feel like we've made good use out of the space and I am happy.
Mama.
Sean, what are you watching?
Mama.
What are you watching? You guys, there are still so many things that I want to do in this bathroom. This bathroom is a mess. I hung up this little cross though that I really like, and there's so much mess on my counter. But one thing I love about this house is how the light shines. Like, I don't even think it's gonna do it justice here. How the light shines in my house, like at this time, like 7 o'clock, like as the sun is setting. It is so pretty, and it just makes me super, super happy. Plant over here is still thriving, still with new growth, which I love. And a while ago, I don't even think I ever like showed you, but the leg's not even let me show you. These, I found a bunch of stuff in Joe's like mom's old things. And the kids are going crazy in the background, but how pretty is this mirror? Totally just antique that she had in her house. Who knows how many years it had been there. So I keep it up here. And I think it's just so pretty. Maybe one day if I get shelves, I'll put it up somewhere else. But it also had this comb that it came with, or that we also found of hers. Super pretty. By the way, our tub came in so clutch when we were sick because even Joe took a bubble bath in there. He loved it so much. I've been trying to kill time before Sean's bedtime, and it is now officially bedtime. No, we're not gonna play. We're gonna go night-night. All right, it is 11:30 and I almost forgot to end the vlog, but I didn't, so I'm proud of myself. But I've just been here downstairs. Like Joe got home from his meeting. We chatted. We did like a little just debrief and planning for the months ahead, and it was good. We had some nice one-on-one time, and then I finished editing the video that I wanted to post tomorrow. So it's just been a night of me working, but I'm going to bed now. I had one more thing I could have done, but I'm like calling it a night because I am tired. So yeah, thanks for hanging with me today, for letting me update you guys on all the craziness that's been going on. Again, I've been trying really hard to like stick to posting like once, twice, like usually more than once a week. So if you see that it's only like once a week that you're getting content from me, it's usually because something like this happened. Like there's sickness, like I haven't slept in multiple days, like something is going on, because I've been trying really hard to just make sure that I'm, you know, working and like I've been in a good rhythm. Then stuff like this takes me out of that rhythm. So thanks for understanding and thank you for the prayers. And that's it. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching today's video. Again, thank you to Hungryroot for sponsoring, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.